been a while since I was in a UD Nissan truck, 2 years in fact, but there's a lot that hasn't changed at all. There is though one very important difference. This truck I climb into under the shadow of Mount Taranaki is an 8x4, the first UD twin steer with what Grange Transport owner Brendon Molan refers to as decent horsepower, which he has been waiting 7 or 8 years for. The climb up into the cab I find a little difficult because of the fact there are only 2 widely spaced steps. Regular driver Angela Hackett reckons that you get used to it quickly, and then it's not a problem. You are aided by good grab handles on each side and a nice wide opening door. Once in the cab, it's a very nice layout, helped by being seated in an ISRI air suspended seat with integrated seat belt and left hand armrest, standard spec in the new Quons. Can you get any more European influence in Japanese trucks than that? From the driver's seat, you have all the controls you need at your fingertips. On the steering wheel, you have cruise control functions, adaptive cruise control, distance settings, the eco mode off button, plus digital dash menu controls. As usual, the steering column stalks control the headlights, indicators, windscreen wipers, and the 4-stage exhaust and engine brakes. The main dash in front of the driver has a really nice simple layout to it, including the speedo, tachometer, fuel and AdBlue gauges, with a digital display in the centre that has many functions, from engine oil, distance until empty, digital speedo, time and date fuel consumption, and an MP driver coach, which monitors your driving and gives you a score. This is all easily scrolled through from the steering wheel controls. Under all of this is a smaller digital display that shows your cruise control settings, what gear you are in, and your adaptive cruise control distance settings. To the left, there are multiple switches for functions, ranging from cross locks to draw beam isolation. Next to this is a digital touchscreen entertainment unit, and lower down is the air conditioning panel, which looks really nice and easy to use. The gear selection controls are just to the left of the driver's thigh, with a manual override button for the thumb. The centre console is full of storage boxes, with a couple having aircon controls in them to keep things cool if the need be. As I pull out onto a tight farm road, I note that the mirrors work well, with the standard upper flat mirror and lower convex mirror on each side, plus a spotter mirror looking down to the front left corner of the truck. They don't have a big shroud around them, which means they don't block too much of the driver's view. We gather speed, but slowly. It feels a little sluggish, and then I realise I haven't turned the eco mode off, something that Angela and UD Nissan trucks have told me to do. Once the eco mode is disengaged, we're up and running at 90 kilometres an hour. Cruising along nice smooth roads, heading back towards the main New Plymouth Whanganui highway. The cab noise is very low, and it's easy to have a normal conversation. The ride in the 8x4 is nice and smooth. On the uphills I let the auto do its thing, and it grabs single gears all the way to the top, with the engine fan kicking in and making some noise. Angela says that on the really steep hills she uses manual, and lets it lug down to around 1100 to 1200 RPM before manually grabbing 2 gears. I can see why she does this, seeing as a previous AMT she drove would stall if you left it to its own devices. Cruise control works well, with little overrun, but the opportunity doesn't present itself to experience the adaptive cruise control. Driving through Whanganui is a breeze, with the older Fruhoff trailer tracking well around the roundabouts and the mirrors showing everything I need to see back there. And also, there's no blind spots at the roundabouts. I hand Angela back her truck at Turakina. She'll head on to deliver our 9 tonnes of wieners to their summer grazing. It's getting really hard to find things that are wrong with these Japanese trucks, with most of them having massive European influence in their drivetrains, plus the safety technology that comes along with it all. Brendon and Angela seem more than happy with their UD Quon, and so am I for this type of work. You don't need big horsepower for certain applications in New Zealand, and the 460 does its job in this one.